Okay, so you guys, I know a lot of you guys ask me all the time, how much money does a real estate agent make, especially in the first year? And so I just want to kind of give you a little bit of insight and give you a breakdown. We're going to break it down today, down to the simplest level that I can possibly break it down, to let you guys know exactly how much money we get paid and how it is calculated. And so I have my little calculator right here and some markers, and we're going to get right into it. Let's just say that Mr. and Mrs. Jones bought a house today. I hope you guys can see my board. I have my ring light and it's like glaring. But they bought a house today, right? And the house that they bought was $200,000. So this is gonna be, I just used 200,000 for round numbers. Matter of fact, we're gonna use 100,000 for round numbers. That's what we're gonna do, because it's easy to calculate. So we're gonna make it as easy as possible. So $100,000 is the cost of their house. So the commission that was negotiated in that contract was, okay, if I sell your house, you guys will give me a 6% commission. Basically what that means is 6% of this number here is the standard commission. So can you guys see that? 6% of this number here is the standard commission. So right here where I put commission, I'm just gonna put whatever 6% is. We're gonna put 6% up there, and that is $6,000. That's commission. Now the common misconception is, can you guys see the 6,000? The common misconception is that a lot of people feel like, okay, 6% is the commission. All right, this is what I'm taking home. No, I wish it was like that. If it was like that, I would have been a real estate agent in middle school, trust me. No, that's not how that goes. I wish it was, but it's not. So this 6% commission has to be split between the selling agent and the buyer's agent. So there's two different real estate agents that have been involved in this transaction, the selling agent and the buyer's agent, and they both will split this $6,000 right here. So it's not always broken down 50-50. So it's not always, let me write in black ink so you guys can see it better. There. So it's not always broken up 50-50 like I wish it was, but let's just say that the selling agent got let's say 3.5% of this 6% up here, and the buyer's agent got 2.5% of this 6%. So you add 3.5 and 2.5 together, you get 6%. He gets 3.5% of this $100,000 transaction right here, okay? So what that is obviously $3,500, and the way you figure that out is you take the cost of the house, which was $100,000, 100,000, and we want to multiply that by 3.5%, okay? And that will give us $3,500. So the selling agent, being that he gets 3.5% of this total transaction cost right here, that means that he gets $3,500 right here, $3,500 for the selling agent. And the buyer's agent, obviously, if they get 2.5%, they'll get $2,500, right? Right? And then if you add $2,500 and $3,500 together, you will get that $6,000 commission right here. So that's how that is. Now, you would think that, okay, well, I, as the buyer's agent, gets $2,500 and the selling agent gets $3,500. No. If that was true, I would have been a real estate agent in high school. But no, we still have to split it again. The only way you would not have to split this is if you are at a brokerage where they do 100% commission, and I don't believe in those. I'll talk about that on another video. And then, or if you have capped for the year, and that's another conversation as well, and you are now entitled to all of your commission. But if those two situations do not apply to you, then you will have to split this check with your broker. And so each brokerage has a different split fee. And if you're with EXP, well, actually, if he is with, let's say, Keller Williams, just because they're a known brokerage, I'm not saying that this is their split, this is just strictly hypothetical, but let's just say they were on a 70-30 split, let's just say that, right? So what that means is they're on a 70-30 split, and that just means that 70% goes to the agent and 30% goes to the brokerage. So the brokerage gets 30% of this $3,500 check here. The brokerage gets 30%. So if $3,500 is the check amount and the brokerage gets 30% of that, we'll do 3,500 times 30%. The brokerage gets $1,050. Okay, so let's do 3,500 minus $1,050, and $2,450 is actually what the selling agent will get out of this transaction. $2,450 as the selling agent. So the buyer's agent. Now, the buyer's agent is me, and I'm with EXP, and EXP has an 80-20 split because we're the best brokerage in the land. You heard it here first. The brokerage will only take 20% from me, and the split is 80-20 here. As you can see, the brokerage will take 20%, and it's an 80-20 split, meaning that I get 80% of whatever I earn. So if the buyer's agent gets a $2,500 check and the brokerage takes 20% of that, we're going to multiply that by 20%. They only take $500. So the brokerage will take $500, and that will obviously leave me with $2,000, or the buyer's agent with $2,000 as their check. And that is how you calculate, let me show you. That is how you calculate what you will take home as a real estate agent. Now, as you can see, the selling agent got 3.5%, so he got 1% more than I did on the transaction. He took home a complete $1,000 more than he took out of the transaction, $1,000 more than I did. But at the end of the day, after all of the splits that go into place and things like that, he really only took home $450 more than the buyer's agent. So that just kind of lets you know how important selecting a brokerage is and the splits are set up, because that can be a detrimental factor. If he would have been a 60-40 split or a 75-25 split or anything like that, well, actually no, not 75-25, a 60-40 split or anything above that, me and him would have taken home the same amount of money, just because his split was different. So this is how you calculate it. I hope this was helpful and it wasn't too confusing, but at the end of the day, for a $6,000 commission with a 3.5 and a 2.5% difference between selling and buying agents, you're really only going to be taking home around $2,000 to $2,500. So that just kind of lets you know how the brokerages get their money and what you can expect as a real estate agent as far as splits go and money goes. So take a picture of this if you need to study it and things like that. I know it's probably not the most neatest picture for you, but I just wanted to help you guys. And so let me know if you like this video, if it brought clarity to you. Make sure you let me know down below in the comment section. Also let me know if you like these videos. Make sure to click that like button and subscribe to my channel if you have not, because we bring real estate and entrepreneurship and all kinds of videos to you guys every week. I thank you, I love you. Until next time, be bold, be beautiful, be glam, be you. And the Makeup Realtor is signing off. Talk to you soon. Peace.